So paano natin tatayuan ng mala-gallery na Facebook ads yung mga business channels natin? 3 specific pillars. The Virgil Abloh effect. So there's a famous story from the late fashion designer Virgil Abloh. Siya yung former creative director ng Louis Vuitton and founder ng Off-White. And one of the most iconic interviews niya, natanong si Virgil dun ng simple question. Sabi niya doon, if I take a basic ceramic mug and put it on a table at a Saturday morning garage sale, is it art? Syempre hindi, 'di ba? Mug lang naman 'yan. Pwede ka naman makabili kahit saan 'yan, no? Pasok ka lang sa mga palengke. Actually, makakabili ka na ng mug no? So an average person walking by will just say, it's just a normal stuff, no? It's a normal mug. Tapos tatanungin ka pa kung pwedeng tawaran ng bed sale, benta mo 30 pesos, no? Tinawaran ka pa 15 na lang, 20 na lang, no? Now, pag dinala mo yung exact mug na yun and put it inside in a parang gallery, all white na pristine, no? Fine-tuned gallery, parang ang nasa high-end gallery, parang mga green belt sa Makati, yung mga top gallery areas dyan sa Makati, BGC. Walang ibang laman, just yung room lang na yon, yung gallery na yon, and just the mug, yung ceramic mug on a parang magandang marble table, tapos may spotlight ka lang doon na maganda. Curated, arranged talaga siya. Ngayon, pwede na tayong magtanong, art na ba yun ngayon? Yes, no? Biglang mag-iiba ngayon yung sagot ng mga tao pag tinadaan mo sila sa ganong klaseng lugar, no? Ganon yung setup ng environment para sa simpleng mug na yun, no? Everything will change. Biglang sasabihin ng mga tao, masterpiece na to Parang collectible tong mug na to na ako lang yung magkakaroon. And suddenly, that mug is worth what? Hundreds of thousands, even millions, no? But it's the same exact piece of a mug. Walang nagbago sa mismong item. What actually changed is the context of the mug, no? Kung nasan na siya ngayon. So kung mapapansin mo, sobrang galing nung point ni Virgil Abloh. Ang brilliant niya sa part na yun. Kasi imaginein mo, nilagay mo lang sa ibang lugar yung same perfect mug. Pero nag-iba ngayon yung value niya. May mga tao na pwede mag-comment doon na I can spend months trying to make the perfect mug. No? Nagsasabi sila na yung quality, improve ko yung products, no? Mas magandang mug yung magagawa ko dyan, mas magandang design, pwede ko pang orderin sa Italy or sa US. No? Or, just like Virgil's point, I could just change the room that the mug sits in. So, ginawa niya rin to when he designed stage sets for Kanye West. No? I think familiar naman kayo kay Kanye West, is the singer, rapper, no, producer. They changed the room completely to elevate yung music ni Kanye West. Now, bakit natin pinag-uusapan to in a channel about paid advertising, about digital marketing, about sales, about branding? No? Because most of business owners, 99% of business owners, lalo na yung mga startup, founders, e-commerce, are running a garage sale campaigns for most of them high-ticket products or services. Umuubos sila ng oras at pera trying to fix their product or services, changing their design, super subjective sa colors, sa font, stressing over suppliers, when the real problem is that their meta ad strategy is placing in a premium product inside a 150 pesos room. The idea of Virgil Abloh's analogy, yung real product kasi nila, yung campaigns is placing into a premium target market. Pero yung room is nandoon sa lower target audience or mas aligned siya sa target audience. Kumbaga nandoon ka sa 100 pesos room pero yung target audience mo is high ticket audience. So ngayon sa video na to, ang gagawin natin, titignan natin kung paano i-design yung room katulad nung framework ni Virgil Abloh para yung meta advertising natin can be more effective. That way you can boost your conversion rates, turn that cold traffic into high-paying buyers. Let's diagnose why most meta ads campaigns fail today. Kapag nag-run kasi tayo ng ads on Facebook or Instagram, since isa lang naman silang platform, no, nasa meta algorithm sila. Ngayon, hinahandle kasi nung platform yung pinaka-distribution. But your creative and your landing page construct the room. So let me clarify that, no? Yung creative natin, yung landing pages natin, tayo yung may control nun. Pwede natin i-change how we can make it a room similar to the gallery idea ni Virgil Abloh. Karamihan kasi ng mga business owners kapag nagaran ng ads, makikita mo doon, super straightforward. Please buy my products, 20% off today. Mura na to, bili ka na. Ngayon, yung creative is super generic, no? Minsan pa nga may mga UGC sila na video shot using hindi naman sa no? Pero low quality talaga yung camera with messy yung background, mga ganun, no? Zero lighting. Minsan boring yung caption, the framing is focused purely on cheap discounts, promos, and the landing page, pag tinignan mo, ang gulo. Yung kaya yung website, pag landing mo, alam mo yon, cluttered talaga yung Shopify store nila, filled with so many pages, may pop-ups, pero alanganin yung pop-ups, may mga fake timers pa kung minsan yung mga flashing banners nila. Alam mo yun, parang nagbe-beg ng attention, umiilaw-ilaw pa, yung mga ganun, no? So, alam na to ng mga audience natin. Kaya very important na just like yung analogy, yung just like yung pagkaka-explain ni Virgil Abloh, you have to create a room where it is aligned to your target audience. Ngayon, wala namang problema kung mass product siya, you're selling 20 pesos, 30 pesos, okay lang yun. But again, the point is, if you're selling high ticket or premium yung mga binibenta mong products or high ticket yung service mo, then kailangan mong i-align to dito. So ngayon, kung ano yung mga sinasabi natin sa mga channels natin, for example, sa story mo, nakikita yun ng mga target audience natin. Syempre, lalo kung gabi, di ba? Sample lang natin, nag-scroll sila, may mga stories ka. Ngayon, nakikita yun ng audience mo, you are telling them, hey, it's garage sale. Sale tong item na to, mura lang to. 250 pesos for this shirt, no? Or 300 pesos for this pants, no? So you're just basically telling them, this is how you perceive me. This is how you perceive our campaigns, no? It's a cheap garage sale item. Ngayon, 3 bagay ang automatic na mangyayari sa campaigns natin. First, bumabagsak yung conversion rate. You cannot expect na magkaroon ng maraming conversion dun sa campaigns natin ngayon. Just put into consideration yung mga touch points natin kasi tulong-tulong yan. No? Lahat ng engagement yan, tulong-tulong yan para mag-pick up yung algorithm doon and get into the right market fit or tamang audience. People don't trust cheap framing. Okay? Let me clarify. Kapag low quality at nag-aalinlangan silang bumili, mahihirapan ka ngayon maklose yung sale na yan. Kasi nga, parang hindi totoo or parang, alam mo yun, it's good to be true na products na yun ay talagang magkakaroon ng transformation or services na yun ay talagang related or talagang aligned dun sa promise natin, lalo kung high ticket yung offers natin, di ba? Second, mababa ang average order value kasi you simply cannot charge high ticket prices inside a digital thrift store or ukay na room. And third, yung ROAS natin babaksak. That means below profitability na tayo. Dahil mababa yung conversion rate, mahihirapan mag-pick up si Meta at mahihirapan siyang mahanap yung tamang market para sa'yo. Kailangan pa ni Meta mag-serve ng thousands of extra impressions just to get a single purchase. Imagine that. Direct results, tumataas ang customer acquisition cost natin kapag kaganon. Ngayon, dahil tumaas yung acquisition cost, hihirapan ka na mag-continue. Gawa nga na you're spending more. And when you're spending more, mas mahihirapan tayo mas mag-operate. Hindi na natin masusustain yung business natin. And most of business owners are going to complain with that na hindi talaga effective yung Facebook ads or Meta ads. Kasi nga, hindi nila nakuha yung gusto nilang results. But the real problem is not the Meta ads or not the platform. It's actually the framing or the context of your positioning. You don't have a product problem. You have a context problem. So paano natin tatayuan ng, alam mo yung malagallery na Facebook ads and Instagram yung mga business channels natin? It comes down with 3 specific pillars for our ad strategy or campaign strategy. So meron tayong pillar number 1. Pillar number 1 natin is visual signal and lighting. Sa analogy ni Virgil, no, ang matututunan natin pagdating dun sa gallery mug, meron siyang spotlight, no? Kumbaga yung produkto mo, i-spotlight mo. Ganun din yung sa ating Meta Ads campaigns. Kailangan meron tayong gagamitin na spotlight in just, few seconds. The hook, the visual contrast ay magkakaroon agad ng initial perspective yung target audience mo. Kailangan natin huminto sa paggawa ng creatives na sobrang cluttered siya, na hindi ganun ka related sa iyong ino-offer. Pero again, kung yung ino-offer natin is low ticket, then no problem. No, kailangan lang natin i-align kung ano yung offer mo, lalo kung high ticket or premium yung ating mga products or services. Yung mga raw UGC, that can still work kasi nga very relatable, lalo na kung curated yung pagkakagawa ng content. It's still dominating in the space right now. It's just that kailangan natin syempre, na align pa rin dun sa branding natin as much as possible. Put it into perspective yung room kung saan mo gustong makita yung products or services mo. The fix is simple. Kailangan maging intentional tayo sa mga content na ginagawa natin, mas lalo pagdating dun sa setup nung arrangement natin ng products or services. Kung ilaw man yan, yung environment mo dapat align dun sa kung gusto mo, kung nasan yung room na gusto mo, o gallery room na pwede nating iset up para dun sa product and services natin. Yung contrast, yung color, kung nakapatong lang yung item mo sa magulong lamesa, sa magulong environment, basically, mukha lang siyang garage sale. And that's okay. Walang problema doon kung yun yung gusto mong result. But if your products or services is framed against a sleek background with crispy lighting, or malinis yung environment mo, align siya dun sa branding mo, then immediately it feels like high value products or services. Pillar number 2, yung pedestal na nag-aangat ng mug mula sa sahig, yung patungan niya mismo, yung table kung saan nilalagay yung mug, it tells the viewer yung important na nagkakaroon sila ng idea kung gaano kaganda yung ating mga binibenta or ino-offer natin na services. Important to on how do you build the digital pedestal in your campaigns through authority, positioning, and strategic framing. Instead of framing your ad campaigns as desperate, sa makabenta ako, buy our new product today, o may sale ako dito, o ito voucher, ito, alam mo yun, todo-todo ka nang halos ibigay mo na lahat. And pagka ganun tayo, medyo umaatras yung audience natin kasi nga parang, why you have to, chase us. Instead na i-chase mo sila, try to attract them. Ito yung solution natin at magandang positioning natin. Gawa nga na yung mga exact products and services natin, na-align siya doon sa target natin na audience. Kasi yung mga, aligned mismo doon sa mga high ticket or may mga talagang purchasing power. Yung price talaga doesn't matter to them. They have the purchasing power. They just buy it, provided that they like the product or it's a solution to them. So kapag inangat mo ngayon yung product above the noise of the feed, yung mga normal na gumagawa ng buy now, sales, you aren't just selling the object or the product or even the services. You are selling the elevated feeling of owning your product or having the services exclusively. Next is pillar number 3, yung post-click experience. Dito halos nagkakaroon ng problema. Pumapalya tayo halos lahat dito. Kasi gagawa sila ng magandang meta ad campaigns tapos isusulat ng users na pumunta sa isang mabagal na pangit na landing page or even website na cluttered. Pagbaksak mo doon, boom! Sobrang daming product, hindi mo alam kung saan pupunta yung mata mo. Dapat may focus lang tayo kung ano yung gusto mo pag dumating yung traffic dun sa website mo or dun sa landing page. Dapat very intentional yan. Imagine mo, dumating ka sa isang very luxury na gallery sa BGC or dyan sa Makati. Then pagbukas mo ng pinto, na-realize mo yung sahig ang dumi, yung mga walls nila sobrang dumi din. Mata-turn off ka talaga, di ba? Tas parang mali itong napuntahan ko. So yun yung experience experience ng ating users. Ngayon, yung ads natin and yung website, landing page, it's very a must na dapat aligned yun. Dapat share sila ng same idea, same intention doon sa ads and doon sa babaksakan mo ng traffic. Ngayon, kung yung ads mo, yung content mo, malinis din at premium yung ads mo, dapat clean, fast, high contrast at frictionless din yung landing page or website natin. Tanggalin natin yung mga spamish pop-up, begging for attentions, yung mga ganon. Tapos yung mga typography na sobrang dami na hindi mo na alam kung saan ka magbabasa kapag land mo dun sa website. As much as possible, intentional siya. Dapat yung kung ano lang yung kailangan mo, yun yung nandun. And the value proposition natin, very clear doon. Let's look at the real world example para makita natin yung epekto ng ads campaign sa numbers mo. So, sampulan natin. Kunyari, meron kang basic na product. What you are saying is, ganito na lang, yung glasses ko na lang, no? Under the garage sale method, someone will record the video in a messy room holding these glasses saying, guys, bumili na kayo nito. Super effective tong glasses na to. Yung glasses ko, meron tong mga UV protector para hindi masakit sa mata mo. 30% off to ngayon. Dun sa target audience ko, binibenta ko to, no? And then send ko yung traffic neto papunta dun sa store ko online sa Shopify ko, showing red discount pa. May mga tags dyan and naka-markdown pa to, 999 pesos. Ngayon, 350 na lang. The result, syempre, low yung CTR, poor conversion rates, and high cost per acquisition. Nag-burn lang tayo ng ating mga budget. Now, paano naman kung i-apply natin yung kay Virgil Abloh na gallery method or framework to that exact same pair netong glasses? Instead, what we're going to use is macro cinematic shots of this lens netong mga glasses na to. Meron tong mga reflection with the dark mode aesthetic, minimalist text overlays neto, no? And then nakasulat doon, may caption tayo, designed for 10-hour focus sessions. Position natin as hindi siya murang glasses, but as essential performance gear for high-performing business owners, founders, professionals. And then, send natin yung traffic ng ad campaigns natin dun sa clean Shopify or landing page natin, and we will sell this for 2,800 pesos. Ang results niyan, mas iba. Kasi nga, lumayo na tayo dun sa maingay na market. Because meron tayong unique identity, meron tayong clean and mas better na positioning, mas nalalayo tayo dun sa mga low ticket na products. Ngayon, dahil mas konti yung options dun sa mas high ticket products, mas nagkakaroon tayo ng probability of having good CPA or profitable margin, even at a much higher pricing. Same yung glasses, no, na naging sample natin. Pero ang iniba natin is different room. By changing the context, pinatunayan natin na mas mataas yung perceived value, which instantly unlock better margins on meta ad campaigns. So tignan natin yung in-between na differences ng garage sale method at gallery method. Sa visual signal ng garage sale method, generic yung approach. For example natin mga bad lighting or very easy, no, na kayang gawin ng iba, low quality na output. Okay yun sa umpisa. Pero kung talagang yung target audience mo is high ticket or high perceived value, mas premium yung nilalagay mong price doon, then dapat intentional and high contrast siya. Gallery method. Ganun sa positioning din. Sa garage sale kasi, kung desperate sales pitch tayo most of the time, sale, lahat ng content natin, then most likely, desperate lang din yung ma-attract natin. Okay lang yun kung, again, low ticket yung binibenta natin. Pero kung nandudun ka sa mas mataas na market or high purchasing power yung gusto mong audience, then dapat nandudun yung gallery method mo. No? Authority, solution-based oriented. Going back to the post-click experience, sa garage sale method, iwasan natin yung cluttered and spammy landing pages, content channels. Let's try to apply yung gallery method. Clean, frictionless, intentional. You're guiding your users to that conversions, to that checkout. Try to put yourself kung gaano mo kabilis mo order yung product or makukuha yung services dun sa website. As much as possible, frictionless tayo. If you want to apply this in your ad campaigns, here is your 3-step game plan. Step 1, audit mo muna yung mga creative context mo. Tignan mo lang yung mga top 5 mo na meta ad campaign sa ads manager mo. Ask yourself honestly, mukha ba tong garage sale ad? Or does it look like an intentional high-value visual? Provided, no, it is aligned dun sa iyong target audience and dun sa pricing din ng product ko. If it looks messy, ayusin lang natin. Adjust lang natin. I'm saying it's wrong. I'm not saying what I'm saying is right. But what I'm giving you is an option that you can put into consideration para mas maging effective pa yung mga campaigns natin. Take a look at the overall direction of your content. If it's aligned to that high purchasing target market. Step 2, test mo, high perceived value ba yung angles natin? Huwag puro discount all the time at promo codes. Test mo rin yung mga creative angles. Focus on quality, design, exclusivity, and real transformation. Meron ba talaga tayo nun? That way, mas magiging high perceive yung value ng mga products or services natin. Step 3, ensure that your ad campaigns to land is continuity. Meaning, make sure yung visual style, fonts, messaging dun sa ating overall omnipresence, omni-channels are seamlessly transition into from channels to the landing page or website Shopify hanggang sa iyong checkout page, no? Always remember, in the digital marketing, context is the products or services. Yung kay Virgil Abloh nga, no? Change niya yung fashion industry, not by reinventing the shirt, but by redesigning the entire space around it. As business owners on all of these platforms, hindi lang laging kailangan palitan ang products natin. Sometimes, kailangan din natin i-build yung better room, better environment, better positioning for our products and services. If you got a value from this breakdown, don't forget to subscribe for more like this. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.